it's Adam from I'm a Music Mogul. Today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to make a DJ Snake type lead. So let's get straight to it. After it's all said and done, your sound will sound something like this. Alright, so let's get straight to it. First thing we're going to do is create a new software instrument track, and we will be using Native Instruments Massive for this one. So here it is right here, and we will be using the default settings that loads into Massive. I'm just gonna bring this MIDI section down, and it sounds something like this in its raw format. Alright, so I'm going to try and keep this simple as possible. I'm going to start from my left hand or my left section right here and work my way down like this and then up. So for oscillator number 1, we'll be using the square saw, except we'll be pitching this up one entire octave, so 12 semitones. And for oscillator 2 and oscillator 3, we can turn it off because, well, we're not going to be using them. We can turn off this guy right here as well. Won't be using it. Noise we will be using. I'm going to turn the coloration all the way up, and let's bring in some of that white noise. Something like that is good. I'm going to push this up to filter 1 right here. Feedback we won't be using, and insert 1, insert 2 we won't be using. Macro controls we will be using along the way, but for now we will leave that out. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to go up to this middle section right here, and we're going to click on the oscillator tab, and we're going to get a little pitch bend effect happening. So under the pitch bend section right here, we're going to turn this up to 2. I mean, you can play around with what you like, but I find that this is what works, and go down -2. Time we're going to bring up to about midway point right here. And for under vibrato, our rate is going to go also to its midpoint. And our depth we're going to leave down. Our decay over here, we're going to have a long sustained kind of decay, get it be sustained. So you don't really hear a difference because we actually have to use an envelope to modulate this right here. So I'm going to use envelope 1 for modulation, and I'm going to just push this up a little bit, and maybe the depth, push this up to about, to like 1 o'clock or so. So since we're using envelope 1, let's just make that a little bit tighter. We'll have a slower attack. And kind of push up the level on the decay a little bit. Something like that is okay. Now the sound is sounding a little tinny, a little flat, so I'm going to go over to my voicing tab, and I'm going to kind of beef it up right now. Let's go ahead under pitch cutoff. We're going to turn this on. We're going to pitch this up to 12. And under pan position, we're going to go ahead, turn that on, and push this all the way to this left. As that's going to really just fill out your stereo spectrum. And unison, we're just going to push this up to 2. So this pan position right here, if I turn this off, sounds weird. If I turn this on, it's going to be nice and full and wide. And I'm going to turn on monophone as well right here, monophonic. All right, so we are getting there. For, let's say we're going to just adjust envelope number 4 as well. So we're just going to put a little slower attack, and our decay level we're just going to push up. So let's go ahead and add in a macro control, and we'll control this cutoff right here. So I'll put this here, and we're going to push this all the way, something like that. And this will allow you to kind of adjust your cutoff on how kind of thin or full sounding you want your sound to be. Just going to call this cutoff. I'm also going to actually add in an LFO here, and we are going to just push this up turn these both on, and we're going to push this to here. Something like this. All right, the next thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna go over to our effects section right here, and let's add in some reverb. And of course, we're gonna use the macro control so you guys can control how much reverb you want after you download this preset. So I'm gonna push this up. I'm gonna push this up a little bit as well. So the more reverb you want, you just push this as up. Let's call this reverb. All right, for our third right here, I want more of a kind of a more poignant square wave. So I'm gonna use this right here. It's the way I like it, but I'm gonna give you a macro control so you can control how you like it. I'm gonna call this square. And we're gonna push this all the way up, and then this is gonna go something like that. See how it gets more square wavy? And that is pretty much how you create a DJ Snake type lead. Oh wait, actually I just want to push this mix all the way up. So when you're actually adjusting the cutoff, it's gonna just be using filter 1 right here. Sorry about that, guys. I should have done that earlier, but now you know, just make sure you push that all the way up to 1. I knew something was sounding a little bit weird, but there you have it. That is how you create a DJ Snake type lead. If you have any question on this, you can ask me in the comment section below. If you are new to I'm a Music Mogul, remember to hit that subscribe button for more great videos like these. And like I said earlier in the video, guys, I'm gonna go ahead, save this as a preset, and put it in the description box below for you guys to download and load into Native Instruments Massive. I am gonna go ahead and add in a couple more macro controls so you can kind of create your own sound from this one preset for your Diplo type tracks, for your DJ Snake type tracks, trap tracks, whatever it may be. That's it for me, guys. I'll talk to you all in the next one. See y'all soon. Later. Peace.